Alright guys, can I ask you guys for a massive favor? Before watching this video, please take a deep breath right now. Just take a deep breath, relieve all that anxiety, that stress, all that build up, that tension. Just take a deep breath right now for me. And secondly, watch this video in its entirety because there's going to be so much value. So how to reduce stress. Stress is so painful and a lot of people go through it. It's not really painful, and stress can be a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So don't think like, oh, stress is so bad and oh my days, stress is this annoying bad thing. Stress is okay, stress is good, and it just shows that you're putting actions out there that have caused your body to be in a stress state. So don't see stress as a bad thing. So what is stress? Stress is essentially just any movement that you make is a form of stress. Mentally, it would be something that is just like a mental strain. So if you have bills to pay, that could cause you stress depending on how you respond to it. See, response is very important. The way you respond to things can determine whether you are in a stress state or in a calm state, even though like subconsciously you might be stressing, but consciously you're not stressing because you don't want to cause more detriment to your body. Like being stressed is okay. Like, when you're working, you're usually in like a stress state because you're moving about, you're, thinking about you're critically thinking, you're doing so many actions that are causing you to stress your body, stress your mind. So being stressed is not necessarily bad. Going to the gym whilst you're running on the treadmill, your body is in a stress state. You're moving about, taking action, and this is good. Like that's good stress. And the problem is the way people respond to stress. Now, I'm going to give you my own personal opinions. I don't want to like get information from the internet or nah. This ain't ChatGPT. This ain't Google. This ain't like, do you get it? This ain't a search. Like you just search for it on some Wikipedia site. This is Paul Khadar's advice. Yeah. I probably left a red mark on my skin. Great. So I'm not going to say like number one, number two, number three. But I think the first thing to do is find out what the problem is inside. The problem inside, most of the time, if you can fix that, like 90% of the time, usually you'll get rid of like that mental strain, that stress, that negative stress. You'll just get rid of it. So find out what's happening inside. It could be a mental thing. It could be a bodily pain that's causing you stress. It could be something you're just thinking about that's just causing you to be stressed out. So that's why at the start of this video, I said, take a deep breath because you literally get rid of that brain fog. There's times where I like watch YouTube videos and I'm like, I can't even listen to this video because I'm just in such a stressed state. Like I literally don't even know what's being said. And usually the person's giving me so much value, like the value I'm giving you now. Take another deep breath. Please, guys, if you can wake up every morning and be grateful for what, like, I don't know what you believe in. You might be Muslim. I love Muslims. I love the Buddhas. I love every religion. Obviously, I'm a Christian and, I serve Christ. But if you can be grateful or be thankful for life, for being put in a new place today. Let's say it's not morning, you haven't woken up. Let's say you're watching this video and it's 8 p.m. If you can be grateful for the day that you had today and just being grateful, just being in that ambience of gratefulness. If you can just be grateful for life, be grateful for the situation you're in, be grateful for, the stress that you're having right now. And this is the reason you're watching this video. If you could just be grateful, guys, if you could just have a little bit of grace and say, listen, I'm going to be grateful today. And, whilst you're being grateful, you could smile, you could show love to yourself by considering all the things that you're grateful for. Take consideration of, like, literally, I don't know if you guys can see this, and I'm not like swearing at you guys. I'm not swearing. I want to show you my middle finger. I'm not sure if you guys, if it's like, I literally like slammed, like I wasn't paying attention and I left my house, and usually my front door, like it closes, like just automatically, it just closes. And I'm such a meticulous person. Meticulous just means like I'm very thought out. Like I think things through. Like I'm really or sometimes I'm overthinking or thinking about one thing, and then whilst I'm taking other actions, I'm not necessarily like paying attention to that thing. So I literally walked out of my front door. How many times? Like 100,000 times, and I've never slammed my hand on like the door. But the one time I was thinking about something, I can't even remember what I was thinking about. Boom! My finger just slams. Like the pain I literally came back in the house. I I forgot why I need to I literally forgot why I needed to leave the house. I forgot why I literally needed to leave the house. And I was just like, oh, like no noise. I wasn't actually like making any noise. I don't know. It's just something about like my pain tolerance. But that put me in a very stressed state. And I think it was just like for you non-religious people, just hear me out, guys, please. I think it was just a message from God saying, you know, like, oh, like show appreciation to your body, show appreciation to your fingers, show appreciation to having life, show appreciation. Just be grateful, Paul. You haven't been being grateful. Like you're stressing, but you're not being grateful. So if I'm just more grateful for, you know, the things that I have, I think I can like actually, you know, take care of myself and, you know, just be more self-aware and more self-conscious of my surroundings, what I'm doing, paying more attention to the things that I'm actually like executing. Like right now, you would probably hate me, not hate, but you would probably like dislike me or, you know, have less value for me if I was talking to you guys right now and I was doing something else. Like I was just, you know, maybe eating or unless it's like a mukbang video, but I'm literally telling you how to reduce your stress. If I was doing something else, you guys would be like, yo, what's going on? So showing appreciation to yourself. I know I stayed on that topic for like 20 hours, but yeah, literally be grateful. And I think that's one way to relieve stress. It's more of a mental thing. It's not like something you can like it is still an actionable step, you know. It's still an actionable step. You can gratitude journal as that's a great way to be grateful. You could just say it in your mind. You could say it out loud, you know. Being grateful is so important. I think if you could just be grateful in itself, like that can combat a lot of the stress that you're having because most of it is just a response. And if you could respond with gratitude, so gratitude is a response to stress. If you could respond with gratitude, then that will just get rid of all those like that tension and that pain. Another thing that I usually do to reduce my stress would be having like a bath. So I would usually have a bath. I know a lot of people don't really have baths, blah, blah, blah. But usually it's because water is expensive. I live in London. Water is expensive. Let's be real. Water is very expensive, but your mental health is inexpensive. Your mental health is priceless. Your health is priceless. You are priceless. So invest in yourself. Have a bath. You know, add some Dettol, add some bath salts. Sit back, relax, take some deep breaths. Think about like, you know, just think about nothing. Actually, think about nothing. Don't think. Try not to think. Just breathe and just be in that present moment in that bath. You know, it's just you versus you in that bath, and just you know even if you want to like solve problems in your head, I would avoid like thinking about things that are like worrying you in that moment. But yeah, just try to be in the present moment, cool off, come out of the bath and smash it, literally just smash it. Whilst you're smashing, smash the like button. So guys, I truly do believe like having a bath helps because obviously you sweat and like you're relieving a lot of gases that are like built inside you. Like there's just some chemical science behind like the neuroscience behind it. It just makes sense if you like understand. Now I'm not even speaking, I'm just literally speaking gibberish. This is stress. This is literally stress. This is what you call stress. All right guys, so have a bath. Another thing is deep breathing. If you could take deep breaths every single day, it doesn't need to be like, oh, 1 hour meditation. Oh, like guys, I'm not telling you take a 1 hour meditation, but take deep breaths throughout your day and just watch the stress like drain away. Literally, I've made a short saying that. I know it's not even funny, but literally, if you just take more deep breaths, your stress will relieve. You will relieve your stress. It's logical. Breathing literally gives your brain oxygen. Wow. Breathing gives your brain oxygen. But you guys are probably thinking, oh, I breathe already. Oh, Paul, this ain't no new idea. We're already breathing subconsciously. Guys, breathe consciously. Take deep breaths, like all the way to the root, and then breathe it all out. Like literally just breathe out all that carbon dioxide. And then breathe in that oxygen. Well, nitrogen. Well, obviously it would be like 79%. Is it like 70%, 79%, 73%, 77% nitrogen in the air? And there's like 23% oxygen, and then there's like 1% carbon dioxide. I don't know. I don't know the maths behind it. Breathe, guys. Moral of the story. Breathe. Thou shalt breathe. Please breathe, guys. Whilst, oh, you know what? Like, pair it up with gratitude. Like, whilst you're breathing, just be grateful. Thank you for my breath. Thank you for breathing. Thank you for oxygen. Thank you for nitrogen. Thank you for carbon dioxide. Be grateful, guys. Please try to be grateful and also breathe. Like, it's just, they just link somehow. They just link. Being grateful and just breathing, they just link somehow. Don't ask me why. So another thing I do to improve my stress or reduce my stress is I take ashwagandha, KSM 66. I think I said that right. But ashwagandha is really good, and it actually like literally makes you like feel stoic. It makes you like feel emotionless. You feel emotionless when you take ashwagandha, and I've been taking it for the last year or so. I've encouraged friends to take it, and literally not even one friend that has taken it has not said good things about it. The only bad things they've said about ashwagandha is sometimes they feel, like I said, emotionless. And being emotionless can be sometimes annoying because you want to like, show emotions to people. You don't want to be like just a mute. Sometimes you could be too calm or too nonchalant, and there's times where I'm nonchalant. Like if you meet me in person, I'm a very nonchalant person. But if we start talking about things that I'm passionate about, so like helping men, self-improvement, improving your life, reducing stress. If you talk to me about things that like I'm so passionate about, then of course I'm going to be like more optimistic, more energy, more passion, more energy, and more passion. Getting on to the next thing, I think it's very, very, very imperative that you keep your space clean. Now, I can hands down say that I find it very difficult to like keep my space clean because I'm usually doing so much that I get so tired after that it's just too much trouble. So usually I leave it to like weekends to clean, like have a deep clean and just clean especially your room. Like obviously the rest of your house would be very important, but cleaning your room, because majority of you stay in your room, I would assume, like majority of the time you're in your room and there's dust in your room. Even just seeing things being messy can actually cause you to be stressed out subconsciously. Now, I've been saying this subconsciously word. If you've been like following me for a while, you know that subconscious is something that you have no control over, but what you've been having control over has caused you to be taking these actions that you have no control over. So in simple terms or in baby terms, your subconscious is anything that you have no anything that you're doing unwillingly. So anything that you're doing without knowing you're doing it. So when I'm breathing, like literally 2 minutes ago, as I was breathing, I didn't know that I was breathing. But now that I brought it to my awareness right now in this very moment, I know that like obviously I'm talking right now, but like I'm actually thinking about breathing. So just take a deep breath, and it's very important to clean your room and keep your space tidy, because I don't know, something about that just reduces your subconscious stress. So if you want to reduce subconscious stress, what I've learned, what I've actually benefited from is taking a deep breath. I think always take a deep breath in every situation you do and be grateful. So with whatever you're doing, always just like literally every single part of your day should always be taking a deep breath, smiling, and being grateful for what you're doing currently or what has happened in the past or what's going to happen in the future. Always just being grateful, taking a deep breath. Those things you can always do them, but keeping your room tidy, keeping the space you're in tidy, your office, your workplace, keeping things tidy can reduce your stress subconsciously. Another thing I do to reduce my stress and anxiety, not necessarily anxiety, but mainly stress, is drink water, a lot of fluids, water. I would suggest drinking 8 cups of water a day. If you can do more, that would be like remarkable. But try introducing the habit of drinking more water. Now, I'm not the richest of blokes out here, and I actually did the calculations, and it would actually cost me £600 a year to drink. I think it's like 3 liters of water every single day. And that's like really difficult. And you're probably going to be using the toilet a lot. But if you really want to take care of your health, like there's literally things you can buy like distillers, which can actually like get rid of all the toxic things that are in your tap water and make it actually safe to drink. You can also add electrolytes, which enhance, you know, the hydration, and it has certain nutritional elements that actually help support your immune system. But I think just keeping it as simple as possible, drink water and hydrate yourself, which is so important. Like me talking about hydration, I just want to drink water. But my water's too far away, and if I leave you guys, then you guys are going to be like, oh, Paul's gone, and you guys are going to start missing me. Drink water, guys. Please drink water. Always remember to breathe. Always remember to be grateful for the situation. If you don't have water, be grateful for not having water. And you never know, the world might just give you water. Or just literally go drink your tap. Like, I'd rather you drink your tap than drink no water at all. Yes, there's chemicals in your tap that can cause, I even know all the word terms. Like, people say there's calcium in tap water. Like, back in the day, I thought calcium was good for your teeth. But anyways, another thing is, another thing to reduce your stress, I think separating from certain foods. Now, I'm not gonna be here and like shame people and don't eat too much. I think what you are eating, the quality of your food is very important for reducing stress. What I've come to notice is that a lot of carbohydrate foods, so like a lot of like processed carbohydrates, so like bread, like white bread, chips, so like fried chips, a lot of just processed foods that are like, especially mainly carbohydrates. So like forget about the proteins like chicken, meats, forget about all those. Mainly the carbohydrates like bread, anything like powdery or, where they put a lot of like yeast or flour. All these things like most likely are gonna make you feel more stressed out. It's sad, but it's true. It will give you energy, but I think the purest of it will reduce your anxiety. So if it's as pure as possible, so if you're literally just eating like bread and like let's say you're having like a sandwich, you add cucumbers and stuff like that, that's okay. That's fine. I think that's okay moderately. But I think it gets bad when, you're eating sweets, chocolates. These are just like not good for you guys. Like overly processed foods like chicken, like chips. I'm just thinking like fatty foods, mainly carbs. I'm gonna like sit here and say mainly carbs. Like if you're eating porridge in the morning or like Weetabix or cornflakes, like these are, yes, they're wheats and grains, and yes, these things should be like classed as good, but they're actually taking away from your energy. Like just eating in general, eating anything in general. What I've noticed is that anytime I'm fasting, I have the most energy in my day. It's so weird, and I'm more productive, I'm more energetic, I'm more enthusiastic. So take into account that whenever you eat, you're actually taking away from your energy. So be mindful of when you eat. Usually I mean, I'm a Christian, so obviously we call it fasting. And with fasting, it would be more a connection with God. But also, like, what I've noticed is that when I eat, like, I literally just get stressed out. I just feel tired and I'm just stressed. It's weird. That's for me personally. Everyone's different, but for me, whenever I eat, I get tired. And usually after you're tired, like you don't want to perform actions. So you wake up and then there's so many things to do, or you nap, so many things to do, so many things you haven't done. But when you fast, especially like intermittent fasting, so not eating in the morning, your day is just so much more productive. You just feel so much more clarity. And then imagine like linking that with breathing, being grateful, drinking water, hydrating yourself, having a bath. The bath is just like if you're supremely like stressed out. So it's not like I have a bath every single day. And when I say bath, I mean like running like a bath, like a bubble bath, where you're like sitting down inside the bath. Because most people think bath is like shower, like they call bath shower. Showering is like literally just a quick shower, like 2-3 minutes. Obviously, I do that every day, but like having a bath, I would do that like maybe once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks. It's not something I do every day, so just keep that in mind. That I'm not saying like every day have a bath. The content you're watching as well, guys. Whatever you're reading, whatever you're listening to, this can cause you stress. So being mindful of what you're listening to, what you're watching, what you're reading can actually reduce your stress. Also, the state in which you feel whilst watching or consuming these things. So like usually I tend to like watch a lot of comedy, like stand-up comedy, to like when I'm like stressed out. I like to just, debrief by watching a lot of stand-up comedy. And sometimes I just like, this guy ain't even funny, like, and then I'm just there like, yo, I just wasted 30 minutes of my life. Like this, I think laughing is okay. Like it's okay to laugh. Usually when you laugh, you actually reduce your stress levels. So definitely if you could like find something that will actually like will make you laugh, or call that person that is funny, like that will make you laugh and actually improve your mood, I would highly suggest that. I would definitely reduce all the toxic things that you're watching, all the negative things that you're consuming in terms of like TV shows, things that are just draining your energy and probably making you more stressed out. Maybe there's just one action you need to take that's just causing you, like, just the thought of it is causing you to be stressed out. Now, I don't want this video to be too long, but I really I want to like answer all the questions, and I think I'm answering them. These are like me. This is me. So like whenever I'm stressed out, these are the things that I've noticed. If I do these things, my stress is gonna be reduced. Now I know a lot of people have probably clicked away because this is like some super long video, but hopefully you found some value in this video. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, yeah, follow me on all my social media platforms. Yeah, I hope you actually genuinely find value in these videos. If you don't, then that's fair enough. Thank you at least for watching the entire video. But guys, please, if you want to reduce your stress and anxiety, take a deep breath and be grateful for the life that you live. It's been your boy Paul Khadar. I love you guys all. We out. Peace.